Hello everyone. It's me, Crystal, your spiritual friend. If you are here, we are going to have a spiritual talk with Crystal. And today we are going to talk about angels. Yes, I talk about angel numbers all the time. What are angels? Spiritual, biblical teachings. I will talk a little bit about it today. We're not going to go in super depth because each one of them specifically, I think, needs its own segment. An angel, that it can be seen the perspective of God's creations, for protection, for understanding, for healing, many different things, why they exist. But they are not earthbound. They have never existed here on earth. They were created by God, or if you don't want to connect with God, spiritual being, and that's why they are here for us. We have 7 major archangels. Each one of them is different. One could be love. Raphael is for healing. Archangel Michael, protection and justice. Uriel, like, we have a lot of different angels that we can connect with, and the reason, again, why we connect with them is we petition to them for a specific thing that we need guidance in, or they can come to us as warnings. So along my spiritual journey, I have always lit my spiritual candles. Again, I'm Catholic, so there would be saints that I would light candles for. Well, during my journey, for some reason, I again would resonate with angels, but this would happen more in the line of dreams. So I would see what would resemble Archangel Michael. For a long time, I was like, man, like, yeah, that's the typical angel. Yeah, I get it. Like, for protection, cool. But when he appeared, he would constantly appear to me, like in a specific situation or a dream. And then in the dream, he'd come with like a warning and show like something happening in my dream. So I remember for a long time I was like still on my spiritual journey, and I was still unsure if I wanted to fully tap into it, but I was like, man, that resembles Archangel Michael very much. And like, I remember when I seen him, how he was depicted in my vision, and I was like a little scared because everybody thinks angels like are so like cute and da 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 da, and it was like, no, it was actually kind of like in the biblical sense of like he looked bigger, like bigger than normal. And then I was like kind of like staring, and it wasn't like a normal human size to me, and I just was like, what is this dream? Like, am I dreaming of like a giant? Like, what am I seeing? And I remember like the confusion I had. But then again, when you have that repetition of seeing something in sight, I then started encountering people that would give me like prayer cards of Archangel Michael. So again, when you're kind of on a spiritual journey, if something connects with you, you'll kind of get the repetitive sign from somebody else, whether they say it, whether you pick up a prayer card, whether you see a statue in like a place and you're like, what? I was just thinking about this. That's kind of how they show themselves. So like Raphael would be shown to me for healing, and I knew that's what it was. And I knew when I saw green or I saw the statue, I knew what it was for. So like I said, each one is different. Every one of them has a story. They are just solely here to help us connect to the divine, or they connect to us because the divine is trying to deliver a message to us that maybe we're not seeing and we need some help. So if you are on this journey and you're having some confusion, you're like, why are angels connecting with me? It does not matter anything with religious wise or any of those beliefs. Like, I do believe that there is always something outside of ourselves. We don't always have explanations for it, but their existence or the things that we see, they are signs and synchronicities. There's no way of kind of steering away from that if you start seeing it repetitively. But again, I would never say to be fearful of it. It's like each one of them has its own meaning. So what are you not facing? What are you not dealing with? And that's the best way to see it. And when you start reviewing what they do, how you can connect, you're just going to have a better relationship with them, right? It's like the same thing when you pray or you speak things out loud, and you're either getting connected to yourself or you're getting connected to God. And with that comes so much clarity for yourself to follow on your own spiritual journey. So I hope this resonates with you. We are going to do segments where I talk about the 7 major archangels. And yeah, we'll dig in a little bit more about that topic. All right. So if you can choose anything, I hope you choose be happy. And as always, thank you for watching. Bye.